So you're on 5.
He's really real with the kids. He'll always stop, make time for them. You know, time's not a big currency, I'm sure, like most households.
I used to have hair like this.
He's brilliant at making the children take responsibility. So they come home from school, get in the door, start moaning about something someone's done at school. He's just like, what did you do? What did you say? What can you do better next time?
I come to my dad a lot when I need advice and help.
I really like how he spends time with me and plays stuff with me, so he can try thrive me to be better in the future.
But he really helps us get out and enjoy the world.
When he tells me about his childhood, he tells me that it was much harder than mine because his mum had to raise him as a single mum. I'm really proud of my dad.
He's a good boy. I've never had any problem with him. Don't matter how busy you are, you both have time for your children to do it with them.
Trying to make more time, but yeah.
Never have an argument with him. That's the children. You have certain values you install in the children. Be honest, don't be afraid to take challenges and face them. Not to follow, but always to lead. You might not be liked by everyone, but you have to go out there and be true to yourself. But if you're true to yourself, then you'll be able to deliver whatever, or meet whatever challenges that come your way.
I think literally the first conversation we ever had when I met Shaun, he told me he was a youth worker. He was so passionate about the kids he was working with, and the relationship that he built with them in that community, it was incredible. It was inspiring. I'd never encountered anyone like that, and yeah, a huge part of why I fell in love with him.
Seeing Shaun where he is today, and when you think back to how he was and the way he was, you kind of realise, well, this is what he was destined for. I'm proud to see that someone from our community is where they are today. That should be uplifting for all young people and inspiring all people like myself and the youngsters to look and say, right, look, that's Shaun Bailey, you know, he was from round here. He used to walk up and down these streets. Now look at him, he's the Mayor of London. You know, that alone will make young people think, well, if he can do it, so can I.
Shaun's had a huge impact on all of our volunteers. He'd heard about us on local social media. We do weapon sweeps in local parks and local areas in order to keep knives and weapons off the street, but also to engage with the local youths and try to get them onto a better path and away from knife crime, gang crime. He comes out because he cares, and he boosts the morale of all of the team on the cold, dark nights or on the hot summer days. He keeps us all laughing and joking, and he is so passionate, it's infectious.
The current mayor, for me, I don't have no faith in him at all.
I do not think the present mayor is doing what needs to be done to try to eradicate knife crime.
In London, I think there's major issues that need tackling. Do you know what I mean? Housing. You know, a lot of young people need to be housed.
Because if it doesn't get dealt with and dealt with soon, then we're going to be in really serious trouble.
Look what he's done with TfL, for example. He sent it to pot, getting involved with the presidents of other countries. You're not a Prime Minister, you're the Mayor of London. Look at what you're supposed to be doing. To be a Mayor of London, you need to be a real people's person. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, for me, Shaun, because I know him, I can say that, yeah, he's a people's person, because I know the sort of person that he is. So I know he's doing this with his heart. And if he can do what he done in our community for London, then I think London's in safe hands.
I've worked with Shaun trying to eradicate knife crime across London. Trust me, Shaun is the right man for the job.
Shaun Bailey's a good friend of mine. I've known him for a very long time. And if you want London to be in a safe pair of hands, then Shaun Bailey should be the Mayor of London.
I've been married to Shaun for 15 years, so I know him pretty well, and I know that he would make an incredible Mayor of London.
Shaun is my son, and I'm sure he'll make a good Mayor of London. He just needs to be given the chance. And I'm sure you all will be proud of him, just like I am.
As you've seen, I'm blessed to have my family around me. And at the end of the day, we all want to give our families the same things, the very best we can. And that job is getting tougher for ordinary families in London. That's why I'm standing for Mayor of London. Because I believe Londoners have the right to a safe city, good transport and homes that are affordable. Because I believe our children should grow up in a city that works for them, whether they live in central London or the outer boroughs like me. Because I believe we need a city that's safer, fairer and more affordable for every resident in every community. So if you believe that too, I'm asking you to get involved. Join my campaign, talk to your friends, sign up for a postal vote to make sure you get your say. Whatever you do, make sure you start now. We have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to make sure our city works for ordinary Londoners again. So let's make sure we take it. I'm Shaun Bailey, standing to be your next Mayor of London.